Good morning, children. Welcome back to our Google Classroom. We started the topic speech in the previous class. What is a speech? The way of conveying the message or the words of the speaker is known as speech. Speech is divided into two, direct and indirect speech. We learned the difference between direct and indirect speech. What is a direct speech? The way of conveying the words of the speaker by quoting the exact words, the actual words of the speaker is known as direct speech, and the way of conveying or the way of reporting the words of the speaker in our own words is called indirect speech. Then we learned that if the reporting verb is in the past tense, the tense of the sentence will change. Let's discuss that now. What are the changes regarding the tense? We learned that if the reporting verb is in the past tense, the tense of the sentence change. Let's discuss that now. The sentence in the simple present tense changes to simple past tense. That means simple present to simple past. Then the sentence in the present continuous tense changes to past continuous tense. Present continuous to past continuous. The sentence in the present perfect tense changes to past perfect tense. Present perfect to past perfect. Then the sentence in the present perfect continuous changes to past perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous to past perfect continuous. That means simply we can say all the present tense will changes to its past form. Simple present to simple past, present continuous to past continuous, present perfect to past perfect, present perfect continuous to past perfect continuous. These are the changes related to the present tense. Then what about past tense? Simple past changes to past perfect. Simple past changes to past perfect. Then what about past continuous? It will change to past perfect continuous. Past continuous to past perfect. Then what about past perfect? Past perfect and past perfect continuous will remain the same. There is no change. So past perfect and past perfect continuous tense will not change, while we change direct speech into indirect speech. Let's take the changes regarding four types of sentences, that are assertive sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. First one, reporting assertive sentences. When we report assertive sentences, the reporting verb said is changed to told. As mentioned before, we may also use other reporting verbs like advised, asked, answered, admitted, confessed, or remarked instead of said. Examples: the doctor said to me, we all need balanced nutrition to function properly. The doctor told me that we all need balanced nutrition to function properly. Second one, reporting interrogative sentences. When we report interrogative sentences, the reporting verb said changes to asked or inquired. We may also use words like wanted to know or wondered. We also use if or whether or the question word who, were, what, when, how, and whose used in the sentence to begin the words of the speaker. Examples: the guide said to Sanjay, have you been on a Himalayan trek before? The guide asked Sanjay or inquired of Sanjay whether he had been on a Himalayan trek before. Third one, reporting imperative sentences. When we report imperative sentences, the reporting verb said changes to asked, requested, advised, ordered, or encouraged according to the tone of the sentence. Example: Rajat said to the librarian, please let me keep the book for another week. Rajat requested the librarian to let him keep the book for another week. Fourth one, reporting exclamatory sentences. When we report exclamatory sentences, the reporting verb said changes to exclaimed, wished, or cried. We also add adverbs like happily, sadly, angrily, anxiously, or phrases like exclaimed with happiness after the reporting verb depending on the emotion that the sentence conveys. Example: Paki said, "Hurrah! I came first in the exam." Paki exclaimed joyfully that she had come first in the exam. Reporting a conversation. While reporting a dialogue, we should not use a reporting verb said or told in every sentence. We should also use verbs like replied, added, asked, and informed. If the same person speaks many lines one after the other, we may not use a reporting verb after the first sentence. We can directly write the later sentences in indirect speech. Look at the following dialogue and the way it is reported in indirect speech. It's a dialogue, it's a conversation between Dr. Sen and Sarita. Dr. Sen, how do you think a book van will help people? Sarita, a lot of people will have access to books. Dr. Sen, will one van be enough for your purpose? Sarita, perhaps not. However, right now, I can afford to buy only one van. Dr. Sen, it's a wonderful idea. All the best for your endeavors. And it's indirect speech. Dr. Sen asked Sarita how she thought a book van would help people. Sarita replied that a lot of people would have access to books. Dr. Sen wondered whether one van would be enough for her purpose. Sarita agreed that one van would probably not be enough. However, she could afford to buy only one van at that moment. Dr. Sen remarked that it was a wonderful idea and he wished her all the best for her endeavors. We have some textual activities related to these topics. Do it yourself. That's all for today. A YouTube URL is attached. Watch the video. A test paper is also included. Submit your answers as soon as possible. We can meet in the next class with a new topic. Thank you.